The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Heck yeah. I'm excited to see it, and I'm kind of dreading it as well. We've got a lockpick. Don't need to worry about that. Let's take a look and see. Yep, we got our last letter. Evening letter from the powers that be. Warning from the changeling, our aspects. Invitation of the Canes we already read, and Aglaya's invitation we have read. It is day 12, but day 12 letters don't start coming in until, I think the threshold is like 8 a.m. or so. Today's quest, the final proceeding. This is the last day we have left. The choice has to be made. I think that's, I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be other side quests or if it's going to be like a relatively short day. We'll have to see. How's our stats looking? Yeah, hunger, exhaustion, infection. It's all great. Take an extra immunity pill. Could probably drink this last taurine extract. Might be pretty tasty. I want to taste it. I want to know what taurine tastes like. It's probably like thick and syrupy. Maybe some like nutmeg. I keep looking for Eva. It's so depressing. Don't want to think about it anymore. All right, so first things first. Evening letter from the Inquisitor, day 11. So be it. Tomorrow, we are going to pay the full price of their arrogance. Each one of us will keep their word and fulfill their duty. We will appease the higher justice, and in doing so, avenge ourselves. Not one of us is going to act against the truth. Congratulations, Stankoski. Your elegant maneuver was a success. We took the winnings and placed our opponents into a position in which they have no other choice but to vanish. The council is tomorrow. Legal considerations require that it be held in the presence of someone serving as a representative of the local authorities. The 3 ruling families are completely bankrupt. However, the so-called mistress will attend our council in their stead. She will vouch for our intentions before the townsfolk. So I'm thinking that that's Capella, right? Victoria? Do you have any binding obligation towards the families in power? If so, this may become an issue tomorrow. It would be a shame if you weren't allowed to attend the proceedings. Alas, the law is the law, and I won't be able to do anything about it. Aglaya. Yeah, I mean, they're on our adherence list, so this is like a very, I don't want to say daring, but it's a very like touchy move to kind of, I mean, we're not directly fighting against them. We're just saying, hey, just live out the rest of your life and relinquish power. You know, this is actually really, really prescient for this moment in time around the world in politics. It's just, you know, like guide and counsel the newer generations, you know, let go of power, teach them what you know, and like shepherd them in a way instead of just grasping on with your cold, wrinkly fingers. I guess. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Warning from the changeling. Your nemesis is breathing down your neck. Look behind you before it's too late. She donned a mask of justice, Glaya, playing skillfully with your desire to uncover the truth. She has abused you, made you a tool, forced you to create more lies. Dark passions and thirst for vengeance are poor companions for people like her. Find me at the commander's headquarters if you wish to know more. It is sad to see how easily she has tricked you. What with me thinking you were a geometrician and a strategist of no small standing. That's not me. I'm not him. Oh man, Clara, the Harbinger. All right, so back over where the commander's headquarters is. All right, so town hall. So we got to go do that as well as the theater, and then warning from the Rospects. I have news to share on you. I have found the thing that you were looking for the day before yesterday. Oh, no, we read that one. All right. I wonder if the warning from the changeling was there. I think we already found her and talked to her. I just never read that letter. That might be it. Yeah. Okay, cool. All caught up on letters. I'm gonna definitely save. Just so we have like a line through where we can backtrack if needs be. I mean, first stop Vlad, obviously. If he's there. We need the maps. For sure. And then I suppose we go... Yeah, we'll go to the theater and take it from there, I suppose. Might have to sleep again. I'm really reluctant to pass time, like willy-nilly. But I feel a little bit better about it if we have save points that we can pop back to just in case. So the whole quest with Maria and the necklace was the turning point right there. For a side quest, it was a very important side quest. You know, kind of more siding with Victoria about it and saying she had given up hope. Capella had given up hope that there was ever going to be change within, like, you know, when she's coming of age and able to take over as mistress. She thought it would just already be set in stone. All of the plans would be Maria's, which even wouldn't be Maria's. They would end up being Nina's. Because the Canes are so obsessed with their, you know, elders that they just want their will and remembrance imposed constantly throughout time instead of learning. Damn, foundation's cracked, man.
Don't tell me that's not what you were expecting.
I don't know. You saved my life. Thank you. I'll have a chance to put it to good use in the near future. It's odd you find yourself among those people. Maria told me from the very start to keep an eye on you, but I thought it was about scheming and hidden plots. Or live, Vlad. I think you'll make an ideal husband to Maria. It was obvious that the Canes and the Oginskis were supposed to unite one day. You and Maria together, I just can't see it. I don't know. I could kind of see Maria with Peter. They're both space cadets. He's just such a doofus. I don't know. Maybe be a good husband. Yeah, live, Vlad. It's cool, but it's odd to find you amongst these people. Yeah. Yeah, well, that was an unexpected turn of events. Even for myself. It all happened very fast. The last few days, I mean. Yeah, it was. You were such a he was definitely a loyal son. To a fault. I was sure you were to follow in your father's footsteps. But you're an abhorrent criminal. No. You were a loyal son. We'll put a positive spin on it. I'm still a loyal son. Who told you that I was denying my family's values of power? That's like genes. One cannot change them. Even if I abjured the ideas that my father believed in, I don't know what abjure means. Oh, it's a solemn renouncement. Okay. So, abjure his lines. But that's step knowledge. Burak could tell you all about that. Yeah, I think Vlad Sr., he understood a lot about the kin from working with them so much. And probably speaking with the foreman a ton. He probably knows, you know, tons and tons about kin tradition and beliefs in their, you know, their leadership system and whatnot. Your father, do you want to be like him? He is a boss, a bull man and master of bulls. He is a man of primeval age, of an age that has long sunk into oblivion. He was born by the very damp and dense epoch that gave birth to the kin and its values. I respect him, and I love him. You can see what he's done for me. But the age of aurochs and bisons, so just bulls, I think it's a specific kind of ox, has irretrievably ended. Well, what are you going to do now? I serve Maria. I'll be her hands, her practical mind. I'll be her account and her chancellor. I'll estimate the price of her ideas and outbursts, and I'll estimate the price of her every dream. You know what happens. Some business-like people are also surprisingly mad. Yes, I know. I know. So, I don't know if our decisions have made it to where Maria is definitely going to become the next mistress, but it didn't sound like it from the letter we got from Aglaya. So yeah, I don't know exactly how this is all going to shake out in the end, which is kind of cool. I like not knowing. But yeah, I know. No maps? Yeah, no maps for today. So we will have to deal with infected districts. Let's get to the theater. All right. Let's see what's going on.
Whatever you do, you'll have to sacrifice something.
Destruction is inevitable. There's no miraculous way out.
So that's what their thought process is, see? There was nothing to hope for from the start. Each of them should simply fulfill their purpose. At least, we'll see which one works best.
Each of them wants to save that which is dear to them. Perhaps they could get along.
Out of the question. The meeting chamber is tight, with the general sitting at one side of the table and the Inquisitor sitting at the other. Only one of them will decide. The others will die.
And that really makes sense. The three, the prospects, the changeling, and the bachelor are all making decisions within the confines of what the situation allows for. You know, between Aglaya, the powers that be, and Alexander, it's just, there's not a lot of options. And yeah, definitely each character seems to be going forward with what they deem is the most valuable and the best. I happen to side, I did it in Path 2 as well. I happen to side with, you know, that the children are the future and the old guard needs to step down, or maybe not step down, but step aside and help out the kids in forging their own future. So, and it ends up showing up for the Bachelor for me too. You know, I could have played it totally differently, you know, and gone more with the three families. But I don't know.
In their most serious affairs.
I have a hard time doing that. Let's see if Mark has anything to say.
If we're in the majority, the fragile polyhedron will be left untouched. We'll manage to sustain life in it. Maria can do miracles.
I didn't really peg Mark to be on the side of the families. Or maybe it's not even on the side. Maybe he just appreciates the polyhedron, as does the Bachelor as well. But at what cost, though, you know? Well, sure. I also thank you for saving my life, kind sir. Hats off to you. I'll have a chance to put my life to good use in the near future. That's what they all say, right? We do need to meet with each of our adherents on this final day, just in case I missed something. So, just to be like doubly sure. Still don't get it. You're an entirely different creature. How did you come to be in the same boat with the Utopians? Yeah, I really, Mark is also an enigma, kind of like the changeling. She's an outsider. He also feels like an outsider. Farewell, puppeteer. Best to your endeavors. It wasn't that I saved your life, Mark. I want everybody to hear that. I would have killed you if I could. What? No. Yeah, I want to ask the question. How did you come into the same boat? What's not to get? Oh, esteemed and wisest of bachelors. You were a puppeteer. Your mask foretold our future. Or maybe they imposed it on us? In all honesty, I don't see the difference. All this time, I was absolutely positive that you were connected to the plague. Yeah. You are correct. Oh, the keenest of the astute. So what? I have cognized this side of the existence from the backstage, so to speak, from where the strings go and the machinery is hidden. And yet, I willingly swore allegiance to the Utopia. Does that tell you nothing? So to the three families, this is a new word, the Utopia, or like a new phrasing. It doesn't tell me enough. You're, as always, a double dealer. Yes, exactly. I don't believe that you've changed. And you also being with them is fearsome to me. You are an alarming tone in a jubilant orchestra of creators. It doesn't tell me enough. You are a double dealer. You know, I'm glad you're leaving. You are a dangerous person. Dealing with you would be an arduous task. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. You're back to being annoyed already? I was just planning to ask you what you're going to do with your life. Me? That's ridiculous. And it's very tactless of you to ask me a question like that. Oh, no offense taken by me. You haven't offended me. After all, you've offended the Scarlet Mistress herself. My life belongs to Maria now, and I am merely her humble servant, always at her service. I know who you are. You're the devil. Well, it seems like you can't be done without, especially for the Utopians. You know, I just realized that you haven't been infected even once. You've never been among my volunteers. Yeah, we haven't seen him outside of the theater. He is the devil. Maybe. Or maybe a devil's advocate, more like. But yeah, we can have this realization. Conversation ender, though.
What?
Oh, we can look at the rest of them? Yeah, we can look through these. Farewell, puppeteer. Best of luck to your creative endeavors. Is that how my line is supposed to sound, right? Oh, okay. No more conversation
These
enders.
children have had someone die.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you're alive. Question mark? Mark? I don't know. Alexander. Staring at a wall, as per usual. I don't see a changeling here, though.
I'm suffocating.
So today is the end. At 2200, we're taking the army southeast to the main road. At 2350, we're firing. Your choice would decide where the shells go, Sergeant. The council will be held at the cathedral at 1900. 1900. Wow, that's a long wait for the next night. A lot of time to ponder. Unless there's some side quest that we need to do that requires a lot of walking. What if you missed the target? Not from this distance. That's out of the question. All right. Wait for me at the cathedral then. Yeah, we will be there. Definitely. Take my advice. Beware the Inquisitor. They do not say you're a refined analyst, but I wouldn't risk playing her game if I were you. It's better to hold a blind defense and not believe a word. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. The boys next? Yeah, Peter, Andre, just a chicken. Oh no. I stopped by the Soborovs. You can cure them with panacea. Or even a schmauder. I didn't know that. But I can't use them right now, right? Oh no. Oh, that... Oh no. I didn't keep them on me on purpose. Because I didn't want to, like, drop them or anything weird. Oh no. I don't know if this is bad or if... Is it for every one of them? It is. I mean, I'm checked up on all my adherents, so... Victor... I haven't played through the Changelings route. I don't know who her bound are, but the Soborovs are Artemis bound. Well, at least from Path 2. But I don't know if I should save them or... Oh, I think I'm just gonna wait and hold on to them. I mean, we have 10, so we can heal... Yeah, I mean... 10 people,
If we're
obviously.
The majority, the fragile polyhedron will be left untouched. We'll manage to sustain life in it. Maria can do miracles.
God, everybody talking about Maria. Oh, God, I'm so nervous now. You saved my life, Daniel. Thank you. I'll put it to good use. You won't regret it. All right, what are you going to do with your life, Peter? Tell me. I'm going to drink an awful lot and then light myself on fire. Here's what's going to happen. The part of the town on this bank of the river will be deserted. The people who have found shelter in this spectacular cocoon will become its new inhabitants. And then what are you going to build? My brother and I will build the whole town. A cold hall will look like a mud pie in a sandbox compared to it. I've designed it with my mind already. Tell me. I told you already of the idea to construct a building with variable density. Or was it something else? But there's also a not house. There is a house that erupts from itself, an inside-out house, so to speak, but without the inside part. An encircled suburb that is at war with the center, and then a bridge suburb, and, of course, a growing house that changes every week. Sounds lovely, Peter. How could you possibly invent all of that? Are you really going to build all of those things? It was an effulgent epiphany, a true eureka moment. My brother and I have planned the space already. We have laid roads, placed suburbs and districts, and when we saw the whole thing and realized how much energy was hiding in it, we exchanged glances. It will rival the cities of the greatest ancient civilizations. Danny keeps saying that. Maybe the choice is made through keeping your adherents alive. And then that's what actually makes the choice, instead of like the side quest that we were doing, and the Capella choice, and then kind of going against Aglaia. Oh man, so many questions. This town of yours will only exist on paper. No, don't naysay. There's the polyhedron, Danny. How could you say that? So I've made the right choice after all. You alone are worth bringing a gang of criminals and scoundrels into power. All right, take care, Peter. Andre? No, Sticky.
What?
You can what me. That's totally acceptable because it's awesome and funny.
Every Joker's one step away from being a goner.
If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? I will have so many things to do in 5 to 10 years. Thank you. Thank you. Hell yeah, Sticky. You think this town is still able to take a new lease on life? Definitely. It won't be easy, of course, but life has to be fought for. Otherwise, it's not real. Do not tear off the umbilical cord that had been feeding all of us since the beginning of time. These things are already going extinct almost everywhere. Indeed. At least it's still alive here. You still do remember your origins. All right, take care, Sticky. My knee pits itch. Is that normal? Ugh. The dude's funny. Yeah. Gonna be a lot of cuts. We're just popping in and out of places, so. Hey, old boy.
If we're in the majority, the fragile polyhedron will be left untouched. We'll manage to sustain life in it. Maria can do miracles.
Yeah, they all drink the Flavor Aid. Holy shit. You saved my life, old chap. Lovely. Soon, you will see that I won't let you down. Your gift is greatly appreciated and is going to be put to good use. What you gonna do with your life? I've finally realized what my part is. I'm good at breaking through to where no one is supposed to, and I'm really good at breaking rules. That's true. At challenging and contradicting. But I have no idea how to build something. Well, you're not alone. Exactly. There is no Andre. Only the brothers to Martin, the twins. We are worthless without one another, and together, we are worth more than any of the old school masters. For Peter's fantasies have no limit. He's too naive for that. And I have the genuine freedom of action. Yeah, you don't conform to anything. And this is exactly why I'll be able to implement anything invented by Peter and blessed by Maria's love. Neither death nor depth nor the laws itself will stop me. All in all, I'm staying. I love this future pyre, so that's a change in attitude. He was talking about leaving back for the capital, so I love this future pyre. Makes me feel like I'm a demiurge. Pretty sure we'll meet in the capital soon enough. Your first drink will be on me. Sure, we can be contradictory. Kind of like him. Last dance? Okay. Ugh. We gotta go to Anna Angel's house. Don't like Anna so much. I mean, I don't know. It would be different if she was like, helping the kids in town and trying to be like doing some activism or bettering people's lives in some way. But I don't know. After the whole carnival kidnapping thing, It's just hard to even look at her. Yeah, somebody actually just left a comment on a video of the stealing Willow's heart video about it. And yeah, it's horrible. Like sold into slavery and just abused. You whatted me. Oh, okay. So she just has the standard NPC answer. All right, cool. Aspty? Is Aspty even alive? I mean, we're close to her. Well, kind of. Pretty far away. But everybody except for the Canes, we've checked for our adherence list. So, I mean, we've got the time. Might as well go talk to Aspty.
Perhaps turning inside out will help?
I mean, that's what Peter thinks. And Andre's kind of on board with that too. So, good.
What?
Nope, she has nothing.
That tower will have to be destroyed. That's how we procure ichor.
Oh, that's where the cure comes from. Is it? Because he needs it in order to create more panacea. It's the blood. Like the ancient bull blood. Yeah, actually, yeah, now I remember. Duh. I hope you're happier than I am, Onion. So you've mustered up the resolve too? What about you? Evade the question. I am in doubt, Onion. All this time I've been walking between two paths. I hope that eventually they would converge into one, but they went into different directions. I now know how to preserve the town without risk. I could have shown you the proof I've promised, but I was a bit short on time. Tell me how you would do this? I would destroy the polyhedron. This is a price that has to be paid for procuring enough raw material to create a ton of panacea. I would keep the settlement, of course, and an abandoned, dangerous place is 100-fold worse than an inhabited one that is ruled with resolve. So you would demolish the polyhedron. That's your price for saving the town. But how would this powder keg of a settlement be ruled? I would tackle the hardest task myself, ruling the dome that's covering the depths. The living part that has a protective crust, I'd pass over to a new generation of rulers brought up by Capella. If another outbreak ever happens, we'll have enough panacea to nip the epidemic in the bud. Next generation of rulers? You mean your bound children? Yes, exactly. Volgemsky has marked them, and her mark is not of this world. So, Capella has marked them? It's so crazy how different Capella is to Vlad Jr. She is never wrong. Say, if you took it upon yourself to take care of them, I'd have time to prepare my arguments before the evening and could attend the council well prepared. But Changeling has ruined them, and now some of them are dying. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I could help them. Really? Then I could present the commander with arguments in favor of a proposal that will preserve the town at the cost of destroying the tower. This is a wise arrangement. So this is the choice. Okay, I understand now. Arrangement. And, as my heart tells me, a lasting one. I'm thinking about the future of my community. All right, what do you need? I will be present at the council if I know for sure that the children Capella has entrusted me are still alive. Then, the time I've been meaning to spend making my rounds, I'll instead spend on preparing my evidence. Will you help me with my bound? Yeah. Do you have your panacea? No, I don't need you at the cathedral. Oh shit. So this is like the choice right here. So what's the alternate choice? The alternate choice is the Changeling, maybe? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played through the Changeling route, so I don't know if she has her own bound. Might, though. Might be. But yeah, no, this makes the most sense to me as far as Danny is concerned. Yeah, I will. Do you have your panacea? No, Onion, I don't. That's the problem. I'm out of panacea. I'll have to use the last flask and the last batch of ingredients at the council as an argument in favor of my proposal. All right, I mean, I've got plenty. So, yeah, I'll do that. Oh, that's our, okay, so maybe we found this early. Like, I have the feeling like since we were doing the rounds, like maybe Artemy was to send us a letter saying come and visit him or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. The final proceedings. This is the last day we have left. The choice has to be made. We'll be able to convince the chess queens that a solution is a correct path. Before he attends the council in the cathedral, he'll have to make sure that his bound are alive. They are Murky, Sticky, Knockin, Grace, Taya, Khan, and Capella. Ooh, that's a lot of walking. We need to get busy. That's a lot of walking. Holy shit. I mean, we're right near Grace. So Grace, Taya. We already visited Sticky, but yeah, Sticky. Murky. And Khan. And... oh, where the fuck is Knockin? Bad grief. Souls and a half. Knockin. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I still wonder if... I don't know if there's any other choices to be made. I'm not sure. But yeah, this will be a good test. I have a feeling like we did this too early. But it might be correct. Yeah, we'll just visit Grace and like kind of confirm that this is what we're supposed to be doing right now. I mean, we don't really have anything else going, so no more letters or anything. I'm assuming we'll get one at the start of the morning of day 12, but I'm glad we're so close to Grace. That'll kind of say whether or not this is what we're supposed to be doing right now. And I totally forgot about her too. Ugh, I don't want to go all the way to the Termitory. Grumble. Huh. The inhabitant of this place is sick. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is good. Here, save. I mean, it's not good, but we can fix it. The victim of your carelessness is behind the store. Yeah. Stop barking, B-Kid. Here, have a panacea. Let me in, I'll cure them. Give it to me. It is I who brings them back. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. Take it. Do we have 5? Yeah, because we had 10. You okay, Grace? I mean, she looks pretty Gracie to me. Damn, those hands.
I'm soaking wet.
Great, that's good to know. If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? I will have so many things to do in 5 to 10 years. Okay, so exactly what Sticky said. So does that mean that Sticky is actually okay? And we don't need to see him again? Because we already talked to him and he wasn't sick, so... Definitely it won't be an easy course, but life has to be fought for. Yeah, it's the same thing that Sticky said. And it's not disappointing. It's kind of understandable. Because there's so much dialogue in this game. I can't complain about a few NPCs saying the same things as each other. I really can't. It's not valid. So yeah, we have to go see Taya. And everybody. I think she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. Okay, next.
Yep.
We both said yep at the same time. Oh god, I hate you, Sticky. Alright, who's next? Taya's okay. Sticky's fine. Knockin? Yeah, I think Knockin and then Capella, or maybe Capella and then Knockin. And then go see Casper. It's so hard not to just click tilde, type in fly on, and just take off. But I can't do it. She is sick. Oh no. We can fix her. Yep. Can't they be helped? Alright, I'll try to think of something. Here is a panacea. Alright, take it. I'm not going to eat these tomatoes. They probably got ick on them. Hey, Capella.
My path was my namesake. Was called Capella. Were it not for the plague, I would have spread a heathen cult among the children. Then parents would have lived forever.
Okay, so it is the same. Yeah. All right. Cool. It's understandable, like I said before. There's a lot of dialogue in this game, so writing extra for each individual character and have it personalized and accurate to the lore and stuff would have been oof. All right, Knockin'. Yeah, I figured he was sick. Knockin's always getting sick. He got sick like 3 times in Path 2. Holy crap. I had to give that kid so many schmouters. It's awful. Here's the panacea. No schmouters for him. Alright, take it. Cool. I think we only talked to Knockin' once in this playthrough. We tried talking to him again, but he didn't have nothing to say.
How do I fix my legs?
You sound like Sticky. What's going on here? Maybe they're twins. Yep, same dialogue. Cool. Alright. Feel better, Knockin'. And then I guess Casper is the only one left. Alright. The polyhedron? But if he's in the polyhedron... Oh, no. Actually, now that I think about it, where would he be? Because you can't get sick in the polyhedron. But I think he evacuated somewhere? That's a good question. Well, we'll start with the polyhedron. And then take it from there. It's such a long walk. Holy crap. There's no way. He can't be infected in here. Where is he? Oh, where is Khan? Oh, God. Walked all the way up here. He's got to be at the, He's got to be at the Crucible? It's the only other place I could think of. He's the last one. Oh no. Oh no, Khan. Alright. Oh, let's just get it back down again. Khan? I mean, I know this is Gregory's place. Maybe he'll know?
Few people know death. We only endure it. Usually from determination. And even from stupidity and custom.
Oh, it looks like he has something new to say, though, because he is our adherent. So we have to go and talk to the 3 Canes, regardless. So, you saved my life, dear doctor. Thank you. My life is crucial to feed another one. Do not rebuke me for my untimely selfishness. I'll have a chance to put it to good use in the near future. I just can't get on board with the Canes. Like, I can appreciate them, but in a way... But it's just so... I don't know. It's just so, like, not of the people. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to explain how I feel about the Canes. It's complicated. Alright, what are you going to do with your life, Judge? Tell me. I've already done what I wanted. My life expectancy was low anyway. Why should... Don't make that face. Why should I stretch my last days, accumulate disease, and grow to become a burden for my relatives? No, the best thing I could do now is give way to my niece. I mean, I guess in a way they kind of are, but it's not giving way to your niece. It's having your niece enact what Nina envisioned and what Simon envisioned. And there's ways to do that without having her become possessed and sacrificing you and Victor's life. I just don't agree with it. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. You're fading away quickly, Judge. Life is leaving you. How much do you have left? Let's not go that hard. What burden do you bear, Judge? It is a joyful burden. By taking it in, I have finally found everything I used to be lacking. Everything I was jealous of in my brother. But yes, now it's become obvious to me how much fuel these qualities require. It costs me as much energy as a week of concentration to even think about them. How long will you last? Not much longer, but I don't need much. Pretty soon the spirit will find a more worthy vessel than this old body. What about your spirit? What happens to you? What does my spirit matter compared to Simon's? I just don't agree with this. And it's not going to stay long in this spectacular trap either. It's not even cozy there. When the new town is founded, Simon will dissolve into it, I'm sure. So it's not even like speaking literally. It's just Simon's like envisioning of the town and his, like, intentions. So it's very much like, you know, people in power forming society in the way that they deem fit. So, yeah, I admire your courage, Judge. We'll just keep it polite. So no mention of Khan. Hello, tomato. I fooled you. Thought I was gonna eat you. I ate the one next to you. Consider yourself lucky. You stupid tomato gag. Ugh. It's not even a joke. It's just they're roses and I just pretend like they're tomatoes. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I love it. Hello, Victor. I mean, Nina.
I need to live some more for the polyhedron to work as it used to.
Mm-hmm.
Not for myself, but for another soul. Maria will take care of the rest.
What are you going to do with your life, Victor? It's simple. I won't be staying here long. When everything is finished and I make sure that my daughter has become the Scarlet Mistress, I'll relocate to the Focus. I belong there. What if the town is destroyed? The Crucible will be razed too. Only splinters and heaps of dead stone will remain here. No, we'll ask the question. What will happen to this place? Here's how it's going to be. The town on this bank of the river will be deserted. Okay, so he's in line with what Peter and Andre were talking about. A new town will be built on the other bank of the Gorkon. Town bigger, freer, and more beautiful. The people who will have found shelter in this spectacular cocoon will become its new inhabitants. Everything will change for the better. I wonder if that'll come with more problems, though. Like, this specific land that they built on was, like, due to the kin's actions and also just how Mother Bodo, like, developed. It wasn't good that they built here. I wonder if they would have better luck. Like, if you side with the town and keep the polyhedron up. I need to do that at some point. Last question. Tell me about Nina. She was a radiantly beautiful woman, a dark chestnut with an intricate hairdo. Her eyes were deep and the colors of French plum. Her features were noble. Her only failing was a tendency to blow her nostrils. like those dudes that like just put one finger over their nostril and just clear them. Yeah, but that was hardly noticeable. They were thin and tight and elegant. That's excusable. What else aside from her blowing her nose? She was carefully minding her P's and Q's. She had an empirical deportment. Oh, okay. So she had like an imperial style, I think. Nina was very tall, and her waist was so thin that a man could clasp it with two palms. She liked cinnamon. This is too much information, Victor. She liked cinnamon and black cherry. Both equally delicious. Will that be enough? Yeah, that'll be enough. I can see that you really loved her very much. No Khan. I don't know where Khan is. I don't know where else to check. I'm trying to like think really hard about where else we've seen Khan. I don't know. The town hall. Yeah, we've gone to the train. We've gone everywhere by this point. We haven't gone to Rubens, the prosectorium. I think Rubens is like missing. I should have probably went there. So we haven't been to Rubens. We haven't been to Grief's. So we could probably go by both of them. We've been to young Vlad's place. Mark is okay, albeit a little bit weird. There is nowhere that I can think of that... Oh, we need to see... I forgot about Murky. How dare I? We gotta go see Murky too. Oh man, she's so far out of the way. That's why I forgot about her. But I didn't forget, I remembered. Alright, we'll go see Murky immediately after.
I often feel like someone's looking at us from the other side.
Wouldn't have lived to see today if not for you. I'll never forget it. What are you planning to do, Maria? The polyhedron will become for the new town what the abattoir used to be for the old one. A hub, a nursing organ, a source of vital power, the origin of its history. God, I don't Like, if it would work out that way, then I'd be okay with it. But it just doesn't... It feels like that would be disaster. Like, because then you couldn't make any cures. People would die out. But that's kind of what they're counting on. Like, they got their cures, they're okay. They made sure by having the Bachelor be bound to them. So, isn't it too fragile to become a foundation? It is a prism, and it refracts sun rays, focusing them and inseminating the other banks of the river with its blessed warmth. It will all be about the solar cycle. The spots will shift and move following the laws of every calendar. Are you going to remove the children from the polyhedron? What will happen to it? The polyhedron, the beginning and the starting point for the new town, can accumulate childhood and its own magic. Routes, spaces, and structures that will stretch from the polyhedron will be able to ignite other flames in people who have left the tower. Can it all be truly possible? Can you really do it? I'm not alone. Moreover, I'm not showing my real power. You're leaving today, aren't you? So remember me for who I was. Remember me not as the Scarlet Mistress, able to grab your life, ignite you, and drag your whole being along, but as a girl with her life hanging by a thread. Who told you I'm leaving? I'm staying here. No. Danny's out of here the second he can get out of here, probably. Maybe he would have stayed for Eva, but not anymore. Don't forget that your destiny hasn't been determined yet. It's still hanging. That's a threat. I mean, in certain contexts, that's a threat. It's still hanging by a thread, Maria. Oh my con. I don't know what to do. That shit makes me nervous. Makes me feel like they're hiding them from me purposefully, you know? Alright, let's go take a walk and see Marky. Ugh. Morning of the 12th day has come. 7,884 people dead. Still 509. Today is the final day. Less than a few hours remain. Day 12, in which it finally becomes apparent what it's all about. That's kind of loaded. I don't know if I believe that. We're almost near Murky. I don't know. I don't see a beak out here. Is there a beak? Oh, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think Murky's okay. So the only one remaining is just Con. Hey, what's up, Murky? You okay? I could just give you a panacea. I've got so many left.
If we, the outcast children, live, the town will grow to be a town of men. Capella will entrust us with it. She says we're the future of this land. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We've read through this before. So, I agree. Well, I mean, it's 7 a.m. Day 12. No new letters. How much healing do we have left? 7? Yeah, not all of them needed it. I wonder if I could just heal everybody? I mean, we need to definitely hold on to one cure for Casper if we run across him. Oh my god, this is... Save again. I say we do it. I say we just go cure everybody. Oh my god, it's more running around. But that's okay, that's okay. I love this game so much, it doesn't matter. It's okay with me. Yeah, let's go cure the Sabrovs. I mean, Big Vlad's dead, so we can't do much about that. The Canes are okay. Aspty, we popped in. She's doing fine. I think the Sabrovs are the only other ones that aren't in good shape. God, would Capella know where Con is? I don't think so. Yeah, and this hasn't completed yet because we haven't seen Con. Fuck. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh yeah, Bad Grief. Forgot about him too. Yeah, you look fine, man.
What?
Thank you for that. What kind of a thing? Yeah, what do you need to do? Yep. The typical thing. Same thing that Laura wanted to do. All right. What about... We haven't seen Ruben forever. I don't know if he's dead or not. I mean, I truly hope not. He was integral to developing the panacea. Yeah, there's been a beak out here forever. Victim of your negligence. Oh, no, he's okay. Yeah, oh God, yeah, but Ruben gets a schmouter, though. He's like a big, tough guy. He can handle it. Yep, give it to him. Oh, we get to talk to him. Happy. I'm so happy. Hey, Ruben. Long time no see, man. How you doing?
What?
That's what I was waiting for. Thank you, Ruben.
I'd rather not go looking for another hideout.
What kind of a thing do you need to do? Self-sacrifice. You won't last long. Consider Simon's fate. I don't care. I wanted to save your life for not future sacrifices. Yep. I'm just happy you're alive. Mwah. And then... Now we fly away to the sun. Fly away? No. No flying. I gotta run there. I promise I'm not flying there. Oh, but off we go. Whew. I'm actually pretty interested in what they are gonna have to say once we heal them. Here, save. Just in case this is a mistake. Got it. Take it. What do we got left? Alright, 1 panacea, 4 schmouters. Seems like more than enough. Hey.
If there's enough people like me.
Yep. Same stuff. So probably nothing new. Yeah. Again, because they're not our-bound. They're not going to have special dialogue. But doesn't mean I'm not going to save them. Everybody deserves a chance to build a better life. Or at least hope. These are using my... Okay, that used my panacea. And there's our letter, which we will read in a moment.
What?
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's take a look. Letter from the powers that be. Bachelor. Oh, it's from the powers that be. We thought we should write because you don't seem to be listening to what we tell you. You've gotten out of hand. As of late, you keep doing whatever you please. This is unacceptable. You are spoiling the game. If this letter reaches you in good time, do come to the polyhedron. They will let you inside. I was just there. I was just there. Keep your eyes tightly closed. Descend to the bottom and say 3, 4, 5, and then open your eyes. We'd like to have a little chat with you, the people who own you. Wow. That's, yeah. Sounds like developer talk to me. That's what I think anyway. Oh, man. Oh, let's go. Second time today I've had to walk up here. That's okay. Maybe this will give us access to Khan. Could be. What was it again? 3, 4, 5? There. Is he the power that bees? I don't know if he's the powers that bees. Maybe. But, yay, arms open. What's up? I'm glad I found you. Finally. Hey.
It will be as I say.
Is he the power that bees? I don't know. I'm a little bit confused about that. But that's okay. If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? New lease on life? Definitely. Won't be easy, of course. Yep. All right. That's it. Everybody's accounted for. The final proceedings haven't happened yet, though, because we have to, go to the cathedral. But...
We, the outcast children.
But yeah. Here, let's read... Oh, actually, we got another letter, too. The Changeling's Request. But here, let's read this first. Says they will let you inside. Keep your eyes tightly closed. Descend to the bottom and say 3, 4, 5, and then open your eyes. Do come to the polyhedron. They will let you inside. Keep your eyes tightly closed and descend to the bottom. Right here? No, this is the way back up. I think that's the one to get back up, right? We need to go further in. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cool. Don't think we can talk to anybody. These are just the kids that are here. But we need to go to the bottom. So we need to find more stairways. Okay. It's kind of lit like Knockin's place too, with that lighting. There we go. A little precarious in here, right? What's up, Mofina? Haven't seen you in a while. And your 500 twins. They did a better job on the character, obviously. Like, time passed, technology got better. 3D modeling got a lot better. But the variety, still a little short, but it's understandable. Making models is, it's hard work. So even further down? Yeah, it seems that way. I'm glad I saved. It looked like we got another letter? I think time has stopped. Yeah, I'm not sure that time is still going. Yeah, that just coincided with us coming down here, I guess. We'll read that in the changeling's request after this little conversation. Whoa, why am I so small? Is that supposed to be the kids grown up, maybe? I don't know, we should just go talk to them. But I'm looking around real quick. Yeah, it's some kind of like weird growth. Hey. Hey, look, it's Bachelor. Wow, he's so big. How did you find us? They've already told you, right? You little pricks. Tell me everything you know before I beat the living hell out of you. Man, you can play Danny really aggro. Yeah, so you're the powers that be. I want you to tell me everything. Let's just ask simple questions. Who are you? We didn't touch anyone. We're playing town here. It's so fun, you know. You were there too. Well, we thought you were there, but you turned out to be real. So you thought I was a plaything. Okay, so it's just kids playing town? Interesting. No, you aren't our plaything anymore. Well, now that I've found out about you, you're my playthings? No, show me your sandbox. That's weird. Look, it's a magic sandbox. See how it reflects in the mirrors? It's because everything's for real there. Here's a town that we've made out of sand. And there's an awful thing going on in there. The epidemic, the sand pest. Interesting. So it's all crumbling. The town is falling apart. But we've sent heroes there to fix it. So how do you go about sending in the heroes? It's rotting, see? Ew. We hope that they think of something. Mure and sand, at least. They're magical, too. You know, the heroes are. Take you, for example. Look how it all worked out. You used to be a doll, and now you're alive. Perhaps, but we're really short. Perhaps the rest also work like this. Yeah, our character model must look awfully funny. Did you know that your dolls were alive? No, what are you gonna do now? Heal the town, please. Just look, it's so wonderful. It's alive, and it's our favorite one. We won't be able to make another one like this. If it can't be helped, then it will disappear forever. You know how much we love it? It's a surprising twist, for sure. I don't know if this is canon or not. Indeed, I agree with you on this. So that's the polyhedron right there. And then that's just the mound right here. Yeah. Polyhedron growing off. And then the town. Yeah, oh, I didn't notice that. You can see it piercing now. Like they drew this last part. Cool. I mean, yeah, it's like pretty weird, but I mean, I understand what they were trying to do. Did we get another note? No. Was it this? Okay, here we go. Mission. Indeed, it was a sandbox plague. The children who were playing there must have been on their way home from a funeral, a sorrowful game that may have seemed an appropriate diversion to them. Or maybe they simply felt their childhood was slipping away. One way or another, the hero has been bitterly deceived. All of this time, the hero took himself to be a living man who was trying to rescue his fellow human beings. Beyond doubt, this belief has filled him with fervor, helping him to reach the finale, and even be somewhat triumphant. In vain, it was all in vain. The hero was but a puppet, striving to help the imaginary population of a town that was nothing more than a drawing. Strangely, there is still not a word to be heard from the powers that be. Perhaps they became bored of it all, or were called back home for supper. That's the mission. It's done. Alright, let's talk to Teensy. Gigantor, I guess. Not Teensy anymore. Oh, don't be upset. Being a toy is also nice. Why did you play it like this? Why couldn't you have chosen a different game, like tag or something? No, I want like questions a little bit more answered. But there is no answer. It's just absurdist. Which is, I mean, for philosophy, that kind of makes sense, you know? Thought experiments are abound in philosophy, you know? I hope I can switch places with you one day. You powers that will have been. Yeah, we can, yeah, this is the only question we can ask. So why didn't you play a different game? Because we've been to a funeral. They've been sending us out into the garden for 10 days in a row so that we wouldn't get in anyone's way. They've been taking us to the cemetery for a week now, Bachelor. And if you keep being naughty, I'll take you with me the next time and leave you amongst the reeds so that you know better. Oh, geez. So who died on you? Yeah, who died? No one did. No one ever does. Why is he asking about it? Okay, no need to cry. Is that just because she's like really broken up over all the funerals and she like traumatized or something? So they were trying to play as a distraction or a diversion from all of the bad shit that was going on. But then even their game of town turned bad and there was a sand plague and they tried to send in heroes to fix it, but it just kept getting worse. I think that's kind of how I'm interpreting this. Yeah, no need to cry, man. Cup. That? So, hope I can switch places with you one day. That can happen too. Nanny said everything happens. Then you'll know what it's like to be a toy in the hands of a monster. Only I will be more human. I think that's all the dialogue options. Did he have any more? See it all? It was us. We've arranged it all. Turned out to be great. We've never made a world like this before. It's magical. We planned it, and here's what has grown up. But now there's rot everywhere. I'm a human being? In that case, you're a human being that closely resembles one of our toys. It's Bachelor. But we call it Daniel Denkovsky for fun. Can't be. I'm not your toy. Really? So you're not a doll? Well, go ahead and hit me then. Well, why are you just standing there? I dare you. Hit me with everything you have. What shall I do now? Stop moaning. Get up and help us fix the town. You were doing well. Just a little bit left till the game is over. It's time for us to go home anyway. It's time for you to go to a youth detention center. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Danny's just like freaking out a little bit. Like the polyhedron is strange. It could have weird effects like this. And this is just like a nightmare scenario for him. Yeah, I don't know. It's odd, though. More letters? Holy crap, we're getting bombarded. Letter from the makers. All right, well, first we got Changeling's request sent, so we'll do that one first. Do you remember the letter I sent you? The time has come. The victory I'm trying to lead you to is not enabled by reason. It is made possible by faith alone. You cannot prove it. You can only feel it deep within your heart. I am in the left wing of the termitary. No, I'm not running to the termitary. So come along if you want to talk. My plan is the only one that will work. Nothing has to die, Clara. Damn. I gotta go back to the termitary. And then letter from the makers. Please do come by and meet us at the theater if you have a spare minute. Huh. We'd like to have a rather inconsequential but mature talk with you. We apologize in advance for the inconvenience. That's actually kind of convenient, going to the theater. The termitary is what's inconvenient. The people who executed the whole thing. So maybe this is the developers. Because the developers talk to you in Path 2 at the end there. Kind of like an offshoot area. Well, I mean, it was the polyhedron, but... And it seems like they usually speak through the kids, so... Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that down there. I really don't. Not sure. Alright, let's get out of here. This place is freaking me out. So you still good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you're better. So... let's save again. Alright, so Khan's taken care of. Yeah, we're all done with this. Just have to go to the, at 1900 hours, we have to be at the cathedral. Letter from the makers, so to the theater. And then we'll go talk to Clara. I have the feeling that she's just going to ask us to take care of her adherence list. But I think I already did, because the only people who were sick was the Sabarovs, and they're connected to the Changeling. So I think we've already done that. But just for the sake of doing as much as I can, you know, of everything, we'll go talk to her. All right, let's get to the theater. Holy shit, running around so much. There's a beak out front. Interesting. Let's see what he has to say. Come in. They're waiting for you. All right, take my coat. Don't touch my schmouters. Save. Kind of weird with no music. Can I talk to both of you? Are you guys the tutorial? Beak and Tragerian? The hero is a doll, but so are the children. The real game is what happens between you and us. I cannot leave the Bachelor's body. You are imposing your limits on me. I think this is the player speaking. At least that's kind of how I'm interpreting it. Yeah. Bachelor has lost his battle for freedom since the very day he was born. What about you? The Bachelor is my hands and nothing more. I wanted to see if I could make it. No, I wanted to stop the epidemic. Yeah. Even a make-believe one. But did you understand what the epidemic really was? It was truly rather obvious. Toy danger that has ravaged a toy town. I know now that it was all a child's game in a glass sandbox, but what for? I mean, it's basically that. I mean, we are playing a game, and in a way, it's kind of a toy. So, but it's kind of challenging what video games are in a way, you know? Like, I view it more as like a story that conveys a lot of emotion and ideas, you know, via a computer. But some people could just, you know, some people do see video games as just, oh, that's just a game, you know? It's like kid stuff. Not as many people anymore. That attitude has changed quite a bit. But, you know, the whole question of are video games art, which they very much are. Yeah, in a glass sandbox, but what for? What was it for? Was the disease truly evil, though? The disease is only a method, the weapon of evil. Just like a scalpel in the Bachelor's hands, the disease will go, devouring itself. Then there will be war, famine, heresy. Was it really worth all the effort? Well, look around. All this for a single wretched town. No, it was the town that had been built for you, not the other way around. We apologize if it's been a disappointment. So you're curious as to what fate I will choose for the town. We have to make sure that it is truly you who is making the decision. Are you absolutely positive that your choice is not predetermined by anyone or anything? I mean, it absolutely could be predetermined by the developers, depending on their intention. So they impose the restraints and constrictions that we have as far as choice goes. Could it have been otherwise? Oh, absolutely. When every step you take has been predicted, you are still free to either take it or not. When it has been foreseen, however, you remain a mere puppet in someone else's hands. So if somebody foresees something, they're unable to change it. But the prediction and foreseeing something is the same thing, right? But whether you take the action or not, I guess it could be for both. But if somebody's foreseen something, that means it's already happened in a way. I don't really understand the distinction there. Being my puppeteer is way too good a position for you. I don't care. I will do as I see fit. They're not the puppeteer so much. I think we are more likely. How about you? You see how sad our fortune is? We put all of our hopes in you. We poor actors are hoping you'd become the director of a new show. The old one has been beaten to death, but you turned out to be a doll. Yeah, that was a blow for me too, man. I thought I was a human being. I like that. Oh, that's good. Kind sir, can you help me with something? Yeah, definitely. Who are you in this puppet world? Hopefully we can ask all of these. We do not belong to the puppet show. We are the actors of a mime performance. I, for example, is the miserable actor. My line of character is always moaning the inevitable losses. Our repertoire is quite limited, really. The esteemed impresario may have oversold the importance of the local theater. So, Mark Immortal? Farewell, I'm off to look for the esteemed puppeteers. I want to give them a severe belting and put them on the naughty step. There's a lot of that. What kind of face is hidden behind the mask? I bet it's the face of a child, and your tiny, burring voice is revealing your real age. No, we can ask if he's a child. I am exactly what you think I am. A collection of poorly rendered polygons on a screen. Yeah, fourth wall stuff. I like it, you know? And you have to remember, too, that this was like back in, what was it, 2000? I can't remember if it was 2005 or 2009. Like in the early aughts. So yeah, things like this were a little, like hit a little bit different back then. Why are you giving me that look? Do not ascribe a more important role to me than the one I have been assigned from the very beginning. I'll fail a bigger role. The mask isn't expressive enough. It makes sense. Undoubtedly. Nope. Okay. I guess that's the line. That's the line we chose to talk to him about. Interesting stuff. So yeah, recognition that we are, in fact, playing a game. I think I'm a little fuzzy on the whole puppeteer thing. whether that's meaning us or the developers. Because you would think it would be you, but the developers created the puppet, you know? But I guess it could be like a mix of both, pretty much. Oh, yeah. A termitary? Hey, man, I just wanted to say, you're doing good job, man. Good work. I'm really happy you're guarding that wall. That's fantastic. Hey, man, you need to go check on your friend. I don't think he's okay. Clara? How you doing?
People are willing to sacrifice themselves so that the town survives. Help me get to the cathedral. I'll show you.
See how everything turns out? Who could have thought? You have to sacrifice something. Either the town or the polyhedron. One of the queens wants to destroy the wondrous tower, while the other seeks to raise as much as possible, just to make sure. Do you have a different solution? I'm open to listening. If my covenants are alive, I will come to the council with you, and there won't be a single queen there that I won't be able to convince to my cause. But are you absolutely sure they're alive? Do you really want me to come to the council? What happens if we choose I think we've saved everybody. Is that why the developers showed up? Or the powers that be showed up? Because we weren't playing it right? Maybe. Maybe that's... Yeah, I don't know. I think that might be why that happened. Yes, I'm sure all of your bound are well. Come to the cathedral. I'll give you the right to decide. I'll think about it. I can't help the distaste I have for some of your adherents. I mean, that's true. So if I say I'll think about it, does she show up? Because we told Artemy to show up.
You've changed. Or am I imagining
No,
things?
yeah, we've definitely changed. Time's almost up. Soon the barrage begins. Your confidants are alive and well. I'll be waiting for you at the council. Are you aware that we're all toys? Yeah, that's interesting. We can bring that up. Oh, I wonder if Artemy has new dialogue too. Yeah, here, let's pursue that. Are you aware that we're all toys? Of course I am. Why, were you not? I wasn't, and you're so calm about that. How long have you been aware of this? I'm aware of something else too. I am. Almost everyone we've come across in the past few days are toys. Honest to God toys. But some creatures here are more intricate. Like who? You and me, for example. You surely understand quite a lot about yourself. You feel a powerful will standing behind you. Oh, thank you, game. And I'm going to surprise you quite a lot. What would you have done if you knew beforehand? I would have shot myself. I mean, I don't know. That's up to you to decide, Danny. But I would have acted more confidently, maybe. Little puppets we are, true. But it's not the puppet that matters, but whose hands control it. Have you seen them? Yeah, I have. So it is, they consider the puppeteers to be the powers that be. Yeah, not so much referencing us as the player. I have. They probably think themselves so big, think that they're real human creatures, little baby kids, don't they? I mean, aren't they? I wouldn't be so sure. I have a gut feeling about it. That's my knack. What can you do? And Haraspex is probably still thinking he's an Haraspex, doesn't he? Or isn't he? Although he doesn't seem to care. He would have gotten on very well with those kids. I don't know about that. Tell what you know. Yeah, I doubt that. All right, well, we have save files so that we can go back to if this screws it up. But yeah, your confidants are alive and well. I'll be waiting for you at the council. Yeah, come to the cathedral. I'll give you the right to decide. Yeah, so that one filled in. Claire will come to the cathedral. If I will let her make the ultimate decision, she will force the commander to withdraw the troops, and the current situation will remain unchanged. Yet might a refusal to interfere be seen as a decision in itself? In this case, the town will remain a machine of death no matter how pretty. Yeah, let's meet back up. Let's meet back up with Artemy. Thank goodness they took the plague away so we can walk around and stuff without so much trouble. I'm going the wrong way. Let's go talk to Artemy. It'd be funny if you looked up into the sky and you saw the kids' faces. It'd be super creepy. I don't know, he looks like a doll to me.
I need a good sleep today.
So everything is done? Yeah, your confidants are alive and well. Come to the council. If you really want this, Onion. You are aware of my plans. I am. We'll meet at the council. Barak will come to the cathedral. We're getting everybody together. Figure this shit out. I will allow him to pass the ultimate judgment. He will destroy the polyhedron so that the town may survive at the cost of its uncommonness. Once again, the town will become the same backwater hole it was before. The Hippocratic Oath enjoins us to preserve the life of a genius by means of a curative lobotomy. Vigorous applause. I would have phrased it differently, but yeah, pretty much. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else that needs doing. So I think the way, like, if you were to do it on a normal run or whatever, you were supposed to get those letters and then respond to them. Like, we did it so early because I came across Barak and then just started in on it. And like, I was going from NPC to NPC. So kind of did things a little backwards, but hey, that's usually what we're doing anyway. So I guess we just go to the cathedral, or I guess we go, we just go home and sleep for a few hours and then go to the cathedral. We'll do like a super omega hard save first, but yeah, let's get over to the Stillwater real quick. Oh, you know what? I forgot about Aglaia too. Is she sick? You're too early. The queen will be deciding upon the fate of the remains of this wretched town at 7 o'clock. All right? As for the cathedral, it is closed. Is Alexander Block here? Here? No. He will arrive at 7 o'clock in the evening. Person of exemplary punctuality and honor that he is. All right, then let me see the Inquisitor. We have a lot to talk about before the council begins. No, Bachelor. You will meet them at 7 o'clock and not a minute earlier. New powers have come to play now. The powers that even a government Inquisitor cannot oppose. We are only doing their bidding. What powers? You'll find that out if every person whose life has been in your hands for the last 12 days has a chance to say a word before the council. Every single bound person. But Eva's dead. She apparently does not think so. Huh? This unfortunate girl is the only friend of yours that has really done something for you. You won't ever have to take care of her now, yet her voice will be heard. She pleaded and spoke for you. So that's what the letter was about. Oh yeah, maybe it's because her memory is at the cathedral because she threw herself off the cathedral. Ah, interesting. Are we going to get to talk to her? So that's what the letter was about. You're too inquisitive, my dearest Bachelor. You don't have to worry about higher powers. You don't have to know why it had all been arranged like this. Who dies, dies. Do your deed. If you want to be present at the council, fulfill your obligations. All right, yep, I'm extremely inquisitive. So yeah, no go. So how long should we sleep for? 11, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1700. So not quite to 7 o'clock p.m. So I'm gonna have to wait around for a while. But you can get some sleep and just kind of, there's nothing to do though. I mean, I could loot stuff, but what's the point, you know? So I guess I'm just gonna stand around and let time pass. Until then. Definitely gonna bring all this stuff with us though. I don't need to talk to Anya? I can't remember. I can't remember her name. Definitely take some... No drugs. We don't have any left, do we? Maybe we have something. Yeah. What do we got? Enedrome, and then just the morphine. Oh yeah. We could do that. Delicious. How about hunger? Yeah, that's good. Cool. 6 hours. Okay, let's do it. Sitting out in the rain, bouncing my leg, biting my nails. I think it's time. Yeah, it's time. Well, hopefully we're not the first one here. Bachelor, probably usually stylishly late. Seems on brand for him. Come, Bachelor. The assembly is waiting your decision. The queens of this chessboard are in a deadlock. They have each other pinned down. The game may very well end in a tragic stalemate. Oh no. Is it because of me? You are a pawn at the finish line. Deliver your checkmate, mate. Do I hear laughter from under your ugly beak? Funny. Now everything will be decided. The Inquisitor lass seems to think that she has used you. Confused? Don't you fret. She's also nothing. Everything was leading to this. You are now acting in the interest of inevitability. You can't get away from it. Evil conquers all. Interesting. Make way. Who to talk to first? Probably just do it in order. Yeah. Claire's kind of out of the way, but Maria's standing at the seat, at the throne.
I'm bleeding again.
I got bandages. Look at them. You see now that she is a victim? Do not paint her a demon. She is just honestly doing her duty, like you or me. You're protecting Aglaya. Do you really have something to say in her defense? It's interesting. We have a different definition of duty then. Huh. There's not a single woman here fitting your description. It's kind of true, in all honesty. Yeah, do you really have something to say in Aglaya's defense, though? I'm just still confused. What has she done to deceive you? Did she lie to you? Yes, she has withheld the truth many, many times. Lie to you? Has she withheld the truth? I think that you've learned everything you have without her help. Every conclusion you've made is your own. I agree with that, but she was nudging us in certain directions and leading us on in other ways. The whole town was at your disposal. She had to protect the town at any cost. That was her purpose, and yet she tried to settle personal accounts with her deceased sister while claiming to fulfill a noble duty. Why? She came as a lightbringer, capable of resolving all of our misfortunes with the power of her intellect, and ended up being a traitor that tried to sell me another lie under the guise of the ultimate truth. You're holding a grudge, Onion. Nothing more. You only feel betrayed because you've entrusted yourself to her. But that was your own choice. It's unwise to brand someone as savior beforehand and then denounce them when they fail to live up to your expectations, even though they didn't know you had them. Oh my, look at her. She's getting closer and closer to becoming a victim of my malevolent scheming with every word you utter. She knew. That's the difference. She knew and exploited my hopes. You brought this upon yourself. Don't try to get even with Aglaya. If you want to destroy the town and save the tower, only to get to her, no, that has nothing to do with it, and push her towards her demise, that would be unbecoming of Yonyan. It's you who will turn into a spiteful puppeteer driven by this thirst for revenge. It's not about revenge. I just want to keep my word and fulfill my mission fairly. Yes, you'd make an excellent lawyer. It's a pity she can't hear us now. Interesting. Where's the choice to be made then? Like, I'm reluctant to talk to anybody because of this. Well, are you planning to make up your mind anytime soon? I'd still like to know how you're going to keep the town intact. Yes, very much so. No, Bachelor. You will never understand this. You are very smart, but your intellect holds you back. You will never come to an understanding of my truth. Even though you're close to Maria and believe in Simon's abilities, you're still too far from understanding the higher purpose of things. And my truth only comes together on that level. Both you and Barack are both semi-literate simpletons. So why are you both pitying me? Why won't you respect my knowledge as much as I respect yours? That sounds like a you problem, man. Are you so displeased with my intelligence? Your victory is a victory of pure reason. Look, just like we all, you have reconstructed a picture of a whole universe and found the root of what happened, but your picture is austere and bare bones. You have merely come to an understanding of mechanics of the events. You are generally a mechanic of a medic. And who are you then? Me and Burak were different and much more profound. Believe me, your world is mechanically consistent and rational. You want to keep what is reasonable, to keep and to destroy what is necessary to destroy in order to complete your tragic mission with minimal risk. If it were so, I would not have taken you to the cathedral, changeling. Well, there Maria stands. She looks at you hopefully, her velvet eyes already ripe with scarlet fire. What is she waiting for then? What is she doing here at all? I don't know. I haven't talked to her yet. Oh, there's stairs. Has there always been stairs there? Are there stairs over here? Oh, we can't. Oh, no, we can go up them. Oh, there's a lot of stairs. I'm like avoiding talking to her. We can just jump down now.
Yes?
It's so quiet around now. Here you are. I've got everything I ever wanted now. Oh, Eva. Hell yeah. That's awesome. So this is kind of similar, even though we didn't see her in Path 2 playthrough because I messed up. But similar to Laura coming back, right? Oh man, that's awesome. You're very beautiful, so lifelike, but you're incorporeal, aren't you? Tell me, Eva, does Maria have has it anything to do with your death? I knew I'd find you here. We'll say beautiful and so lifelike. But now I can fly. A miracle happened. All I had to do was strain my legs a bit and fly. It's just that I had to abandon my body and not go down. Otherwise, I would have fallen. So you've breathed life into this cathedral. Don't grieve, Eva. You've not died in vain. You were the only one who could have said this. I knew you'd be the only one to believe in my miracle because you're special. You wouldn't judge me too harshly. You're not really picky. And you are free from religious dogmas. Do you acknowledge my miracle? Yes, I do. But why are you shivering? Is there something depressing you? Oh, but look around. Can you see who is sitting down below now? Like, maybe she'll give us a little bit of like clarity on what to do. The ruthless Inquisitor, hand in hand with the bloodstained Auspex. The beak-headed demons are wandering the shrine and the faceless are serving her. I'm so scared. Easy now. They're only ordinary executors. Does the Inquisitor bring evil? Is it true that she's deceived us, pretending that evil is good? Yeah, we can ask her a question. I think so. I'm observing her when no one else is looking, you know? Yes, she's vicious and arrogant. One should never behave themselves the way she does. Even I have never allowed myself to do anything of the kind. She despises you and hates everyone else. Yeah. I was hoping it was the other way around. Will you come here again? Of course I will. Yes, I will.
My path used to be called Goldilocks, but then I truly wanted to give my soul to the cathedral so that it'd have at least something immortal in it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll come back. Aw. That's so awesome. That makes me so happy. We can always come back from the capital like once a year and visit her. Alright, yeah, we just gotta talk to everybody else, so talk to Ogalaria.
There's little time left, and I still need to do so much.
I am indeed powerless, as you can see. I'm accused of having arranged your discovery. I've lost my vote of confidence. So, tell them whose discovery it is. For the laurels are yours. Are you in doubt? Your diabolical deception was so simple. The cause of the source. It's so easy to put these very different things together, Inquisitor, but they are not the same. We'll do that one. Yeah. In this case, they are. It's strange that you have failed to see that. This place is a utopia. That is, an abuse of nature. The utopia must be destroyed. It's evil. What is utopia, Glaya? Let's talk for the last time. What is provoking your hatred so much? I'm a humanitarian. My duty is to save people, not kill them. I only condemn a few to death for the sake of the many. I'm offering you to save the happiness of several thousand, hardly shedding any blood at all. A utopia will demand more and more sacrifices, you know. Even this utopia. It's interesting. I wonder if that's like a political thing. Like, utopia is another word for... Okay, it's a little adjacent, but like communism, right? Like a communist utopia. So I don't know if there's a connection there between that or not. Like, they're using the word utopia, but yeah, I don't know. Or maybe I'm drawing connections where there are none, but I'm not sure. But why do you think this place is a utopia? Nobody conducts social experiments here. Look, this place is more natural than nature. Utopia is... No, it's not more natural than nature. I mean, the foundation is, but what has been built is not so much. Utopias are usually constructed to embody perfect justice, liberty, or economical thrift. This one, however, is different. This town is not a place that does not exist. It is a place that cannot exist, mustn't exist. Here's where the cause and the source are the same. Do elaborate. I'm failing to understand where you see the root of all evil. Yeah, just elaborate on that. Our country holds the absolute record on experimental utopia designs. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the connection. That's kind of what I was thinking. And this is a feature that should be interpreted as absolute virtue. Social masterpieces are rare, but they do happen. And they don't have to be accidental. Indeed. However, somehow they may never seem to live too long. Now, at the dawn of the current century, there's almost none left. One gets the impression that there is no country that would imbue its inhabitants with inner force simply because they happen to inhabit it. Okay, you're kind of losing me a little bit here with this, but there haven't been any examples of this, but they've all been destroyed. Why? I don't know. Let's get back to the matter at hand. A wonderful town is suddenly beginning to die. Nobody knows why. Why this one? The one that had managed to produce a wonder. The most curious, the most mysterious, inhabited by the most talented people. Yeah, it just seemed kind of like, huh? What did they do to deserve this? I'll tell you. I don't know what you're about to say. I'm all ears. at the persistent pleasures of the curious powers that be, the miracle that has been accidentally embodied as the polyhedron is forced to stay there, captured by the flesh of the town that had nurtured it, feeding it with its resources, people, and hot blood. This flesh has become its womb and its prison. You're being too metaphoric. Yeah. What does it mean to have... what does that have to do with my choice in the epidemic? Enslaved miracles die not out of anyone's malice. That is just their nature. You can't hold a miracle with your hands. Is that the problem then? Is that they created a miracle and it can't live, so just by the very nature of its living caused a reaction? I don't know if I'm on the right track. You can only hold its corpse. The idea is not new. Let's have a closer look at the disease, the embodiment of this logic. Is it good or evil? It's neither. It's a reaction. Why has it come to the town? I don't know. The disease could be used for good. It can also be benign, but it's part of nature. Nature doesn't have the dynamics of good or evil on like a very fundamental base. Yeah. I mean, things just are what they are. We attribute good or bad to them. Like, obviously, in our social structures, we have inherently evil things because of how they make us feel, like, you know, and cutting people's life short, murder is wrong, stuff like that. But if you're getting down to like the fundamental laws of the universe, I don't necessarily believe that there's a good or evil, really. But I'm all for, you know, social constructs of good and evil, because those are very important to build a society and have healthy, happy people. Do you consider it to be good? Why did you come to the town at the same time then? I was beckoned. You are by all definitions a hero, a miracle maker almost. It was the powers that be that have tried to make you detain a miracle here, not the poor obsessed Canes. They only played their part. They represent their own force. But you, do you really want to go back to being a slave? The powers that be are bending you into submission according to their own design. It's like all of these things can't be true at the same time. But also, I guess they can be. Like, as far as like the kids playing a game and the powers that be, but there's also like, it feels like the game developers are talking to this is like being pulled in so many different directions. But I think it's all for the same point. No, I don't hate them as much as you do, Aglaya. Then tell him, Daniel. There he stands, waiting for your word like a puppet, just like. Guide his weapons. No one has heard a single word of recommendation from me yet. I'm relying on you completely, just like I said, and heed all my warnings. Yeah, I remember everything we talked about. Changed my mind, Aglaya. I doubt you'll be happy with my choice. Watch me sign your death sentence. No. Yeah, I remember everything we talked about. Whew. Big save.
We can't let cheats play with our free will.
Okay. So, Bachelor, it was neither greed nor plotting nor circumstance that has informed your choice, but your conscience alone. I've been given the orders to level everything here, but if it's not necessary, I'm willing to trust your judgment, risking my life and honor, for I am merciful. Where shall I point the weapon? I'm not ready to make a choice yet. I need to talk to Maria. What are the choices, though? Not ready to make a choice yet. Let the settlement be destroyed. There's no reason to hurt the polyhedron. The survivors will find shelter there until we vaccinate them and the epidemic dies out. You only have to destroy the polyhedron to put an end to the disease spreading. There's no point in raising the whole town. There's no need to destroy anything. We can do it together without gunfire and preserve this world as it is. How, though? Changeling hasn't given us any... trust me. Trust me, bro. That's all we got out of her. I have come to announce my decision. There will be no decision. I forego the right to make any choice. I will not decide the town's fate and present my arguments to you. Yeah. Not ready to make a choice yet. That's wise. You'll have neither a second chance nor a replay option. I advise caution. He's just telling us that we can't reload our game. So what does it do? Delete your save? Keep that in mind. All right, we'll talk to Maria.
Why can't I move on my own?
I knew you would come. Of course I would. I have to. When will you begin to execute your design, Maria? I've already begun my, Daniel. When the night falls and the wind scatters the smoke above the scorched earth and the dust of the buildings demolished settle. Wait a minute. So the dust of the buildings demolished settle. So she's talking about the town being razed, right? Because they're going to build new town across the Gorkin. You will see several new constellations light up the sky. They will plunge their light towards us. And when the first specks of light reach the constellations of the polyhedron, a miracle will happen. What will they be like? How are you going to call them? I'll see, but I expect them to be mostly red. Ruby, scarlet, crimson, carmine, merlot, mahogany, vermilion, garnet, rose, pink, burgundy. Perhaps you may even notice something familiar in the structure of these constellations. Where will these constellations come from? They have existed for a long time already. People just couldn't see them before because their light was hurrying towards us from far beyond. Now the first rays of these stars are about to reach our surfaces. We will see their light reflected in the spectacular plains of the persevered polyhedron. Tongue twister. What will become of your family? And why are you here? Both of these. Kind of already know what's going to happen to the family, I think. Perishing, burning down, dissolving without a trace. This is my family's destiny. It happened to my mother. It happened to Simon. Tomorrow, Gregory dies, and my father will fade out in a week. And in 10 years, when my town is complete, I will pass it on in the same fashion. What will happen to the children? Will you expel them from the tower? There's nothing to be done about it. They have to free up the space for the new guest. My brother will become embittered, betray me, and rebel against me. Casper. Or Con. I will find a way to deal with him. He will cower behind Capella's back willingly when my mother's eyes frown and glare at him. Are you the mistress already? No, I haven't become the mistress yet. You won't see it here, unless you're planning to stay, of course. I won't. I'm gonna leave this town on the military train at dawn. God. I don't know what to do. Okay. From the Bachelor's perspective, the way we played the game thus far, he was wanting to preserve the polyhedron. But then that would put him in line with the Canes. Well, Maria, mostly. The voice telling me that, save the kids and just the prospects. That's Artemis' playthrough of Path 2, like, beckoning me. But I gotta do something different this time. Yeah. I think we follow... Yeah, I think we preserve the polyhedron. Like, the kids are in there. I don't want them to get blown up either. I super just want to take the changelings route. But we'll probably choose her route when we play through as her. So. Okay.
Luck and temper rule the world.
Guess and with Andre and Peter, and like, you know, he's really intrigued with the polyhedron. He saved Andre and Peter so many times. They're so excited that there's already an infrastructure in place for leadership, you know? Yeah, okay. I've talked myself into it. Let the settlement be destroyed, but there's no reason to hurt the polyhedron. The survivors will find shelter there until we vaccinate them and the epidemic dies out. So, you think that the town is doomed? I do. The soil underneath is soaked with poison. We're very lucky that the ground here is so fastidious. Plow every inch of it up with shells. Shake it and pull its rocks out. split it into cracks so that none of it would ever dare re-inhabit this land. This side of the river is uninhabitable. I see. And you believe that the tower will make it through the bombardment despite its base being so thin? Yes, the tower must keep its balance. I've studied its structure, and I'm inclined to believe that it is rather earthquake resistant. It's like a weight on a steel spring. If no shell explodes on the opposite bank of the river, the polyhedron will remain intact. Shells will only fall where I point them to fall. Let it be so then. Can you prove that this is a good way out? I can. Here are my arguments: a bacteria specimen, the vaccine, the blueprints, and the map charting the source of the pest. Are you sure there's nothing else you'd like to tell me? Oh, I hate this. I mean, I love it, but I'm sure, Commander, choice has been made. Let the tower remain, whatever the cost. Nothing like it will ever be built again. It is not a mere building, but a symbol. It allows us hope of a possibility that some false truths of our ill-fated epoch might be overthrown. It is a delicate fortress that holds veritable proof that however well established our notions of possibilities are, they still fail to account for what may or may not exist. This is a bastion that I am willing to fight for. As for the powers that be, they are going to regret their hypocrisy. They were so determined to force me to observe the promise I gave not to disappoint. The town they are so fond of will be reduced to rubble. This I have spoken.
You did it? It was a free choice. We acknowledge the victory of the player.
It is indeed miraculous. The exit is clear. It shouldn't have happened. The miracle must be real.
Interesting. Immediately, when I saw these dolls, I thought of Aspty, because she has a few dolls in her place. But yeah, I guess that's this ending. I don't know how, I think the stories probably diverge when you're speaking with the changeling in the prospects and which one you decide to side with. Yeah, oh, it's crazy. And the whole kids with the sandcastle part, I need to do multiple playthroughs so I can understand a little bit more like what activates that, or whether that happens regardless of whether or not you've healed everybody. But yeah, just play things, which is very, very much true, for sure. Oh, what an absolute joy to play. Thank you guys so much for watching the series. Really appreciate it. All your comments and support. It's, yeah. I love the Pathologic world so much. It means so much to me. It's definitely like my favorite game that I've ever played. So ahead of its time too. Like, I kind of wonder if Icepick Lodge had put out the first Pathologic game in like 2014 during the first like indie boom, like there would be more people with more eyeballs on it. But regardless, I appreciate it very much, and I'm happy that I could share it with some of you. For those who just don't have time to play through the game or don't have the inclination to play through the game, because it can be a labor of love for sure, as it was, oh god, developing for this game. It's most certainly a labor of love, but it doesn't go unnoticed and it doesn't go unappreciated. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Lone, and this has been Pathologic.